In this video, we're going to talk about 5 things that you should have together before you sign up for Kajabi for that free trial, or anything else for that matter, whether you're using Teachable or, one of the other learning platforms of many. So why do you want to do this all ahead of time? It's because once you get into that platform, whether it be Kajabi or Teachable or anything else, it's a lot. There's going to be a lot in there. It's like opening up a kitchen renovation, and there's all these things that you didn't even think about. So the time on your free trial is just ticking away, tick, 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 and you have to get all of these things together, which take time. And you had planned to start creating that day. Well, before you know it, the 30 days has gone up and your first payment has gone through if you decided the payment options, and you've barely gotten started. But with all of this information about what you can do before you get on the free trial, guess what? You can possibly be able to get your first client or second or third or maybe 10 students into your course before that first payment goes through. And wouldn't that feel great? My name is Karen Wilson. If we haven't met before, this channel is all about things around building, constructing, writing your online course. And Kajabi is the platform that I love to use. So we talk a lot about Kajabi on this channel as well. So without further ado, let's just dive in. So the number one thing that you should have before you sign up is actual business address. And you know what? It doesn't matter if you're signing up for a CRM or a course platform. Basically, it's by law that if you're sending someone any email that they've subscribed to because they're a student of yours, by law, you have to have your physical address or an address on the bottom of every one of those emails. So a lot of times what I run into with my clients and myself, I had this happen when I first signed up. It's like, I work from home, so my business address is actually my physical address. Now, if we're thinking big and the trajectory that your course is going to get into thousands and thousands of homes, and you're going to get thousands and thousands of subscribers on your email list, do you want your physical address to be in the hands of all of those people that might be strangers? No. So if you don't already have a business address that is separate from your home address, or maybe it's a shared space that you have in town, I highly recommend going and spending the $100 a year that it costs to go and get a post office box specifically for your business. And then you can start to pivot everything that has to do with the business to that address. I mean, if you don't already have an actual business, whether it's a sole proprietorship or a limited liability company, then those are also things that you should definitely look into doing before going into course platforms. It's a business. You'll be accepting money. This is business homework that you need to do before you start setting this up. The second thing I recommend that you do before you have your course platform or, get your free trial or whatever it is a domain, a separate domain name. Whether you're using Kajabi or Teachable or anything else, they're going to have their own subdomain. So if you go and spend $10 for the first year, or maybe you can get a bundle deal at somebody like GoDaddy, or there's many other domain sources out there, and get yourself a domain name, purchase your .com name that's the same as the course or similar to the course, or maybe it's your name, or whatever you see your vision as this brand coming forth into the world. Just go and get the URL. But that's homework, again, that is done outside of your course platform. Number 3 your bio. You're gonna need to have your bio. And it's amazing how many people that I've worked with don't have that together or readily handy, a bio in a recent headshot, and something that you will need for your course platform. Just have it readily available and updated, and that's another little piece of homework you can do before you get your free trial. This leads to the next thing, is your branding deck. Okay, so if you're first just starting out, you might not have a branding deck. You have to pick some colors, pick some moods, pick some photos that are going to go with your course. You just pick something if you're not sure. A lot of times I'll recommend going to Canva and having a look at the branding deck there. And, if you're unsure on what types of colors that you want to have for your brand, they have lots of great videos and tutorials on how to create your brand. You got to just pick something so that especially if you're going to have some help within your Kajabi platform or any other platform, if you have a virtual assistant that you've hired to help you piece things together, these are all things that they're going to need as soon as you put things together. These are the first things they're going to be asking for, so that they can set, or that you're going to need, so that you can set all the colors and the font style and and the mood. Have that all figured out before you set up your trial. And the fifth thing that you should definitely have in hand, ready on your computer to upload, is your course transformation. So all of the words and your outline. So what is your course transformation? It's basically letting the client that's going to be coming into your online course know the specific transformation that they're going to have. Now, don't get lost on the words. It just means they have a problem. The problem being not knowing how to do something that they're coming to you to do, and you have a solution. So by the time they're done with you, they're going to have a specific thing that they can do that you help people achieve. It's very, very simple. So you need to have that specific, what is the course transformation? What is it going to do? What is this course going to do? Now, let me explain that the course is not specifically what you do. Okay, so it's like, what does the course do? Think of the course as a separate brand from you. So you might be a life coach, right? But people need to know what you do. Now, your first course, I always recommend it being smaller, with one piece of what you do that is like the game changer for all your clients. And that's the mini pocket course that I recommend starting with, which is why it will be so easy for you to have the course transformation, your outline done, and your first module completely written, and your sales page written. Now, these are all things that Kajabi can't do for you. They have a great online resource, and same with Teachable. Those are two platforms I've worked very intimately with. Kajabi is my specific, superpower. I love it. I've been on it for 5 years, but I've also had lots of experience with Teachable. So I do know that within both of them, they both have great internal training systems, but this is stuff that you need to know and put together on your own. They certainly don't train you on branding. They do a little bit of the, boilerplate stuff, but it's something that will get you ahead of the game. Now, if you have these 5 homework steps done before you take on a free trial, or even before you load in, like if you're like, Karen, I already have a platform. then that's cool. That you can still get all of this stuff done so that when you're uploading anything or when you're outsourcing everything, you have everything you need to make that transition smooth. Now, if you want more support from this, I've created the Pocket Course GPS. I like to call it the Pocket Course because I really specialize in those smaller courses created for audiences you already have, in expertise that you already know, and making it smaller, easier transformations so that you can really scale it up or down. You know, it's not something that's taking years for you to launch. You can have something that's evergreen, that's useful to your current clients, and also brings in new clients. And that's where this channel specializes. So I have the Pocket Course GPS download there for you that covers all of this homework and everything else. It's like 11 pages of step-by-step process of creating an online course, specifically a smaller one. So if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Give it a like and share with me in the comments below what you would like to cover next. And let me know, like, what are you working on? What type of online course are you building? I'd love to hear from you. And if you found this video helpful, it's also helpful for me to help you with the next video. What would you like to cover next? Take care, and I'll see you in the comments.